Hi little skeletons, it is Disney Queen Skelly here, and forgive me for talking quietly. My dad's outside. I get a little camera shy when people are around. But I had the film itch, so I just wanted to get something out there, plus I'm currently waiting for hubby to get off of work so we can go to the gym. I'm just gonna bring this a little closer so you guys can hear me better. Hopefully I'm not too loud. So as you can see by the title, we are doing another channel update. Oh my, it's literally been a year since my last one. The reason why I wanted to make another one is because I want to bring some serious changes to the channel yet again that are going to benefit me right now with the job that I have and with the current, I guess, lifestyle I'm wanting to live. And we're going to go through everything today. So this isn't just like a one and done, like one thing of information and we're done. No, this is like we need to talk about a few things. So the big thing that I wanted to talk about is the posting on this channel. For the past year, I have been doing Sundays and Wednesdays because I wasn't filming as much, and I really wasn't able to because I don't like filming when my parents are awake. And now, with this new job that I have, I'm wanting to film once a week, whether it be 2 or 3 videos or 5 or 7 videos, whatever I have, I guess, for that day. And given how frequently I'm going to be filming and how far out right now I am with videos, I think I'm like almost at the end of September with that whole Sunday, Wednesday thing. I am now going back to daily uploads. So it's going to be Sunday through Saturday, 10 a.m. every day until I feel that I can't take it anymore. Now, with that out of the way, we are actually going to be talking about everything on my plate or everything on my notes that I have for you guys involving playlists, videos. So the Disneyland trips and the Going Rogue trips are going to remain the same whenever I go. I'll try to make a video. If it doesn't happen, you'll most likely just see posts on the community, which go ahead and check out some of my community posts. I personally love them. The building Lego sets right now, money is just really, really tight. And hubby and I currently can't afford that many. There have been some new ones that have come to us, but we've already built them. And it just kind of like I spaced on filming it, so I'm very sorry about that. Plus, he and I like to build together, and he doesn't like very much being in my videos. But I'm going to get to stuff about that in a second. The Star Wars playlist, I had mentioned in my reading and reviewing The Pumpkin Queen that I was going to be redoing the Bounty Hunter series where I read to you guys from the Bounty Hunters Guild. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back and erase everything that's on the Bounty Hunter Guild and then start it over at some point. I need to ask hubby where those books are, but once I get them, we're going to start them. Disney News with DQS is going to remain the same. I'm just going to go to Walt Disney WDW News and just read to you guys from there. Channel information, I obviously can't do much there unless I have channel information for you guys, like today. Celebrating 1K on my Most Viewed Bit video. I would love to have that goal happen. As of time of recording, I think it's like nearing 800 views. I don't know where it's going to be by the time I post this video. However, let's try and get that video to 1K so that way we can celebrate. The MISC, I have 2 things I want to do on here. I would say 3, but considering Luis and I have a gym membership, I'm going to remove one of them. It was a hidden workout, like a hidden camera workout where I would put like a camera over by our TV and show you guys how Luis works out. I thought it would be super funny. Actually, Harley Baby's hubby gave me the idea, but we work out at the gym now, so I'm not going to be pointing a camera at the gym and stalking my fiance. That would just be weird. We still have the fun facts going on. We have one more for, I believe, the section that we were doing previously, and then we are moving on to the Christmas section. I'm just going to get that one done and over with, and then whatever section is next is what I'm going to do. Literally, when I went to just the categories, the first thing that popped up was Christmas, so that's what's on here. Disney quizzes, still gonna happen. I just wish that Oh My Disney didn't get taken down. That's what bums me out the most, but we've been finding quizzes. The Jack Skellington playlist, I'm kind of mad at myself that I haven't actually tackled it, because I do have the teaching myself how to work tarot cards, and the tarot cards that I have are number 4 Christmas tarot cards, and I'm a total beginner. I have no idea how tarot cards work, so I was going to teach myself while working with you guys, and then we were going to kind of figure it out from there. I also have Jack Skellington Monopoly and then Jack Skellington Yahtzee. I may create a Twitch for Disney Queen Skelly and do that instead, because I feel like if Luis and I were to play Monopoly for you guys, at least it would be like a long ass video that I don't think anybody would be interested in watching. The Yahtzee one I could see being a complete video, because Yahtzee actually has an end. I may talk to him about the whole Monopoly thing, because we actually have a method for saving our games. So we take a picture of what the board looks like, whether it's with its money in the middle, the positions we're in, and then we also do separate rubber bands or Ziploc bags for what each of us has, like money, properties, whatever the case may be. So I think we might be able to pull that off. We could do like an hour each time, and then obviously with me cutting it down, I'll be able to maybe get that down to like 45 minutes or so. The DQS podcast is going to be changing. So I have all of these prompts for you guys for the DQS podcast. I haven't added anything after one called We Got Handed Roses. My plan initially was to do just one big podcast talking about all these topics, which now that I'm uploading daily, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I'm just going to go through them, and then once we hit the very end, I'm going to be making just random topics podcasts, because I technically want to do like a longer one instead of just like 5-6 minute little videos that you guys can listen to. And random topics for me can end up going for like hours on end. So I think that would be a better idea. And if I have any stories that I want to tell you guys, I'll probably just create another playlist called DQS Storytime, which, Harley Baby, if you don't mind me stealing that from you, I'll probably do a DQS Storytime playlist. And if anything happens, I'll write it down and tell it to you guys so that way I don't forget, because the problem with all of these being written down is sometimes I don't remember the topic, so I have to try and either come up with something or I have to dig into like the crevices of my memories to dig it out. And I don't have the best memory, so we're going to complete all that. And after we get past the We Got Handed Roses one, then we're just going to do random topics. So my reacting videos are currently going to be to my old... first of all, I'm still doing Phantom Juice. Phantom Juice, if you're okay with that, thank you. If not, please let me know so I don't continue. I'm going to be reacting to Phantom Juice's Disney videos still. They have one out right now, I think, that I'm going to be reacting to. I'm going to be reacting to Cute and Crazy videos still, and then also we are going to be reacting to my Watch Later playlist, because I have a ton of videos in there that I have never watched before. We're just going to finish them off. I literally haven't saved any other videos. All the videos that are in there are the ones I've saved in the past, so we're just going to leave it there. My how-to Tantalog is going to be the same, how to write Tantalog. After that, I'm probably going to look up some more Star Wars languages, because there is one, I believe, for the Sith language that my adopted son, I call him my adopted son, but he's one of Luis's friends. He's just younger than us, and I feel like a mom to him. My adopted son had asked me if I knew how to read it, and I said no. And he actually has a tattoo of, I think the word was power, on his arm in that language. So I'm probably going to try and find it online, and we're going to learn it together, because I personally am not fluent in that language. So my Disney media reviews are going to remain the same. I forgot that I was rewatching animated Disney movies. I totally spaced on that. I'm gonna have to rewatch the one that I had previously done, figure out where I had left off, kind of go from there. I think I had mentioned I wasn't gonna do movies that I either disliked or that I didn't want to watch. I need to finish that. I'm stupid at the fact that I didn't, that I haven't continued that. And then obviously reviewing like the shorts and all that is still gonna continue. Because of how Disney Plus has changed their category system, I'm going to be doing the reviews kind of as I am presented them. I'm not going to try and go through things and complicate anything. So just whatever category is given, the video, the movies or the shorts or the whatever that's given is what I'll write down, just so I don't confuse myself. So right now we're doing shorts, and the last one we're going to be reviewing is Disney Silly Symphony, The Ugly Duckling. So once we get past that, then I will do whatever the next category is. Disney cooking. Okay, so when hubby and I end up getting married in October, my mom is going to kind of teach us how to live on our own without right now living on our own. So we're going to be buying our own groceries, our own pantry stuff. We're going to be paying a little bit more in rent for what we occupy and electricity and water that we use, just so we can learn how to budget when we decide to move out. And with the being able to cook for ourselves and buy our own food, I'm definitely going to be doing some of the Disney cooking because I want to break out those cookbooks. I want to taste things that are there, and I'm also going to be trying to look for more Disney cookbooks as I go to Disneyland or as I go to Target, Barnes & Noble, you name it. I'm going to try and find some because I want to do more than just the basic shit that we usually eat in this house. So expect to see a little bit more Disney cooking. Again, it's probably most likely going to be in October or after October because we're getting married October 27th. So it's probably going to be a little bit afterwards. The Disney-inspired looks. I have no idea where my nail polish kit is. When I ended up moving rooms, I literally moved everything. And I don't know where my nail polish box ended up. On top of that, a lot of these nail polishes are very well past their expiration dates. My plan when I find it is just to toss everything and to get new nail polish from like Target, Walmart, wherever, and try to kick this off again. It's going to be a process, so I don't know when Disney Inspired Looks is coming back, but eventually it will. Disney Theories Explained. You guys know about it. I won't be stopping those anytime soon, even if they are the same theories that I've talked about over and over and over again, because you never know when someone's new to the channel and they just haven't seen a theory before. Disney board games, again, I am kind of hesitant to do that one unless I just kind of break it down to an hour. Luis and I take a picture of the board and we just Ziploc bag mark down where we were, because I think that's going to be the easiest way that we could actually do that. Versus is still going to be a thing. However, once the Versus playlist ends, at least for what I have, I am probably going to be doing like Shanghai versus Tokyo, or I'm not entirely sure though because I don't know enough about Shanghai, Paris, or Tokyo to really do a versus on them. So I may just end up ending that playlist once we get to the final one, which is Toy Story Midway Mania here versus the one over there. So I think that's going to be one of those playlists that's just officially going to come to an end at some point. Disney horror is still going to be remaining the same. I pull an article online, I read it to you guys, and you enjoy some spooks. Get to know me is going to continue the same way as well. If I run out of things on one website, I'll go to another. Disney trivias are going to remain the same as well. Just me finding a random Disney trivia and playing it for you guys. Looking back on DQS, that's kind of another one. I don't know when I'm going to start back up again because I have the notebooks that I used for this channel. However, I don't know where they ended up. I'm pretty sure I know where some of them are. I just have to put them in the right order, especially because I stopped when the last journal was all typed up, which was the Death Note journal. And then that kind of goes along with the adding twos. I don't know where my photo album ended up. And I don't know where the original one ended up either, so I kind of got to find those because moving from one room to another just really messed up kind of my space and where I had everything. But I'm also going to be filming the pin vests again. I feel really bad that I never continued to film those as I got more pins because after COVID and after we had, the money that we were getting, it was just hard to kind of keep up with that. So, and I also stopped buying pins in bulk because just couldn't afford it. I do have a bag of pins that I've bought over time and I just haven't been able to afford the vest. So I have the vest in my Amazon list right now that I'm going to be purchasing soon. So we're going to start doing that back up again, even if it's just photos. Like if the pin video is a little too short, maybe I can make it into a short. Who knows? We'll see. We also have the DQS challenges. So the challenges I have right now are the behind my back challenge, which is where someone draws something on your back and then you have to interpret it on the page and see what comes out of it. The soda pop challenge, which was how when hubby and I were drinking soda pops, like the random flavored ones from Rocket Fizz. He wants to do nasty ones, and I'm going to let him do that. And then we have the palette challenge, this one. This one I was so shocked about because hubby came up to me one day after he was watching, I think it was Hell's Kitchen, and he comes up to me and he goes, "I want to make a video for your channel." And I was like, pump the brakes, buddy. What do you mean you want to make a video for my channel? He goes, "I want to see how good our palettes are." And I was like, okay, explain. So he showed that on Hell's Kitchen, there's a thing that Gordon Ramsay does where he takes certain foods and he makes his contestants eat it blindfolded to test their palates, because a lot of them are smokers, and because they smoke, their taste buds are completely ruined. So he wanted to do that with me, and I thought that was a fucking awesome idea. So we'd be blindfolded, tasting different foods, and figuring out what they are. But he doesn't want to just do like how Harley and I did it on our channel, which was like, oh, this is a banana, this is a Dorito. No, he wants to do like cheeses, meats, something that we have to guess like the type that it is. And I'm like, I'm gonna let you take the reins on this, buddy, because I'm not gonna know what the hell to do. So I'm gonna let him take care of that. So the ears and outfit challenge is, I have a lot of Disney ears. Don't know where all of them are. I know some of them are in my car. Some of them are in this pile that's next to me. Some of them are like lost in a different dimension. But my goal is to like pull a random pair of ears and then make an outfit for it. So I thought that would be fun. And then we have the tortilla slap challenge. That was another one Luis wanted to do. He saw Dwayne Johnson doing it with Kevin Hart and he goes, I want to do that. And I was like, you're a fucking idiot. But we're going to do it. Don't know how we're going to do ours, because some just like slap each other with their mouth full of water and they try not to laugh. But others will do like, okay, do you know me well? And if not, you're going to get slapped by a tortilla. So we'll figure out what we're going to do. DQS Foodie. So I've been adding to the Foodie and to the Mukbang one for a very long time. It's just going to continue as is. We do have the Disney tea taste test, which was for the Alice teas. We drank them all over time and we kind of forgot about part 2. So we're going to go and try and find those teas again so we can figure out which ones we didn't drink or what we were planning to do. Because I know in our first one we drank a lot of the teas that we had. I just don't know if we drank all of them. We're going to figure it out. Tasting all of hubby's coffees. We had flavored coffees here in this house that were very unique in flavor, and we just never filmed it. Don't know why, but we plan to. I plan on getting another box of them so we can do it again. Trying everything on the menu is what it sounds like. I'm still trying everything on the menu. Eating my last meal. I got this idea from an ASMRist that I want. He ate what he wanted to do as his last meal. And a lot of people nowadays are kind of getting into the whole thing of like, oh, what did prisoners eat as their last meals? So I definitely want to put my last meal into action. But it's going to be over the course of several videos, because if I were to do my last meal all in one video, it would be a lot. And I'm trying to lose weight and my stomach would not be able to handle that in the first place. Haul/unboxing things. I have been so bad with that. I've been getting Loot Fright boxes for months and just haven't been presenting them to you guys. I presented one like once, like a while ago, and that was it. And I do plan on going shopping and buying stuff off of Amazon so I could start doing more hauls and unboxings for you guys. I just need to remember to film them. Top 5 lists. You guys have seen my top 5 lists. They're still going to continue. Even when I run out of the ideas that I got off this one website, I'm going to go back and find some more ideas. Dear Diary is still going to continue. I've noticed that it's actually kind of peaked in views a little bit, which, not going to lie, I'm kind of surprised about. Especially because the horoscopes are never accurate, because I filmed day of and they're like weeks behind. But they're still fun to film. Disneyland history is going to continue. Once I run out of the Disneyland history, I'm going to do like Walt Disney World history, Euro Disney, aka Disneyland Paris. I'm going to do all of those histories until I basically run out of anything Disney, like any Disney park history. So this will continue. Can't do any more Q&As because, I mean, I don't have a big enough following to do Q&As anymore. I did my first one when I hit like I think 50. The people who were sending me questions were people that already knew me in real life. So it was like Harley Baby, one of my coworkers from Nods, a friend of mine from out of state. So I just didn't really see the need to do Q&As anymore. But once this channel gets bigger, I'll do more of those. Fun fact, horror movies are going to remain the same, just doing fun facts about horror movies from basically when they started to whatever present day it is. And I think we're still in the 1800s right now. We'll get to the 1900s eventually, I promise. Scary horror stories. My last one completely blew up and I fucking loved it. Scary horror stories are still going to continue, and again, just to give you guys a little spook. True crime stories are still going to continue. Once I run out of the States, I'm going to try and find other websites to pull true crime stories from, just to make things fun. Well, not fun, but just to keep things interesting. Horror trivia and horror quizzes are going to remain the same as well. For horror trivia, it'll be whatever YouTube video I find, and for quizzes, it'll be whatever website I find. Bettering myself will be just whenever I end up going to the gym. You guys have been seeing my Bettering Myself videos, and I'm kind of glad that I've actually been keeping up with it rather than saying I'm going to do it and it just doesn't happen. So I'm glad that I finally can, I said I'd never bring his name up again, but I'm going to now. I'm glad I can finally prove Scarab wrong and that I'm actually doing something about this now. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I will link. I kind of don't want to link it. I guess I'll link it. There's 3... Oh, God, I'd rather just link the response video that I have And then that'll have the other 2 links that I really don't want to get. The response video I made, watch that one last. Watch mine first, which is the truth about my weight, and then watch his, and then watch mine. I have no idea if it's still up or not. I have literally blocked his channel, and I don't ever plan on going back to watching his channel because it's toxic. And yeah, I just don't want that kind of toxicity in my life anymore. Disney bounding. So I have a bunch of bounds that I've made over the years, and I'm very, very proud of them, and I really want to show them off to you guys and how I make them. The Bambi Disney bound, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, because that bound was created in 2021, and I have no idea where the antlers went. I don't know if I still have the brown dress. I think that one I might just hold off on because I don't know where everything is. But once I find everything, I'll do it for you guys. Worst case scenario, I can always build it again. DQS reads. I read books for you guys. Whether it's Disney books, non-Disney books, or I'm promoting my own shit. DQS reads. Documentaries. I hate that I've been really lagging on this one because I've been planning, I have like so many ideas for the documentaries, like planning for the wedding, the bachelorette party, the bridal shower, Mr. and Mrs. Mendez, the honeymoon. The planning for the wedding has been a series that I'm so mad that I haven't actually like gone forward and done enough with, because in the moment when I'm there like trying my dress on or being there for Luis when he's, trying his tux on, I never think to bring out my phone to film. I just want to take pictures. And sometimes the pictures aren't enough to make a full video. Like my wedding dress, I was kind of lucky. Like trying on my wedding dress, I was able to get something out to you guys for that one. It just hasn't been to a point where I could film anything. The one thing I think I really regret not filming was the venue search. That I definitely could have done. My bridal shower is happening soon, so I'll have photos from that. I'll have videos from that. Mr. and Mrs. Mendez is obviously the wedding itself. I don't know when I'll be posting that one because my uncle's doing the photography and videography, and he's going to be sending everything in. So once I get everything in, I'll save the photos that I want, and then I will make a video for you guys and for myself. And then the honeymoon is taking place next year, I believe. Okay, this one is new. This one I thought of while I was doing another video, and hubby actually wants to be involved in this one. Horror video media reviews. So I have the Disney video media reviews. This is horror video media reviews. So I take horror categories from different streaming services, and I'll definitely be doing Shudder because that is basically the horror central streaming service. And I'll be reviewing what those platforms consider horror. I'm really regretting the first thing I'm reviewing, and hubby is so excited about it. Though I do want to save this for the horror media reviews. Because Luis is joining me on them, they're going to be filmed differently than how I have filmed the Disney media reviews. So the Disney video media reviews, I film them on my own. I watch it. I write stuff down in my little notebook. I present it. This one is going to be live video media reactions. So I'm going to be setting up my camera and my microphone as we watch whatever we're watching. We're not going to be presenting the screen because copyright. I will really only be presenting the reactions. I'm going to fiddle around with Filmora so I can put up a text to tell you the scene that we're watching in like a brief description. That way you can understand why we're reacting the way that we are. That's kind of the best way that I can really go about it, because with what we're going to be reacting to first, it's going to be very, very hard to pause, write stuff down, because with hubby's ADHD, it doesn't work like that for him. So we're going to kind of do our best to work with what he can do. And that is it for the channel update. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that you guys are okay with this channel update. It's what I'm going to be doing for the meanwhile. I don't know if this is going to be permanent or if it's going to be temporary, but I guess we'll just see what happens. So thank you all so much for watching. I love you, little skeletons. Please stay safe and have a wonderful day.